Cities won't go get up. Big step up. Hard body won't West rep up. Hood off of my king, my niggas. Certified won't West to the phone. Yo, what you say? No, we don't play. You have your mind. Watch what you say. That type of shit will get your line. And if you search, then let me tell you what you'll find. The city's mine. Just a mud, people can't pick it a litter. Now my name ring bells when you talking to hitters. Nice nigga, but don't make me transform like Thriller. Sam Cooker nigga, beat like I was born by the river. Go get her, you just when you get off of the shitter. Can't put you in the spot like you niggas are wither. Keep an eye open around for any nigga that slither. Cause there ain't no sunshine here like Bill Withers roll. You know about this life I live. How you gonna talk to me like I ain't lose no rib, like I ain't lose no crib, ain't lose no kid, ain't sleep in my car and I ain't lose no kid. Shit, I never gave an order, I ain't did, and I ain't never take a fucking thing that I would get. Always kept it a real homie, I ain't fit, and if I had to go sit, then I just do my bit. Yo, my whole team full of steel things you can't fold. Your whole circle full of some swears you can't roll. That's why we always take it to levels you can't go. Talk shit that you can see with these hands though. If this would kill like Cyclops, these niggas wanna see me in Pine Box. You know that on my watch. Got a better chance to rewind clocks when you quit living the time stops, bitch. Go get up, big step up. All body won't West rep up. Hood off of my king, my niggas. Certified won't West hit his wall. Go get up, big step up. All body won't West rep up. Hood off of my king, my niggas. Certified won't West hit his wall.
His flow is award-winning. Torment him, bomb to death, I'm bored with him. Trash him, throw him away with a has-been. Ice cold with the flow, I'm Alaskan. You was in the fucking jungle in the past tense. I be with the lions, they my friends, her basket. And like her, they'll never find a body. Tiger strike tracks, you feeling like so exotic. Shit, I don't know what it is, but I know I got it. Feeling like Alonzo, cervical with the shotty. All you see is skull and bones, Illuminati. Probably, I be the illest nigga to do it. I just talk shit on the beat and they call it music. I just come provide you with heat, remain the coolest. You ain't never been in the street with all the shooters. I was sipping yak with rioters and looters. Gotta keep my boots say shoot straight, run up on you with the loose eight in a screw face. It's bad out here, my style effortless. 2 hands hugging a Ruger, so affectionate. By the suckers on one war, I'm respecting it. Niggas stepper, special flick, the hood charges. Cause they got beards who trade like James Harden. Straight from NY to Philly, we still Harvard.
Go get up, big step up. All body won't West rep up. Hood off of my king, my niggas. Certified won't West hit his wall. Go get up, big step up. All body won't West rep up. Hood off of my king, my niggas. Certified won't West hit his wall. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
War with the priests. Staring down the barrel of a gun. It's the life of a black and brown man. So I have to teach my sons be prepared for the trial that will come. And be a wise man in any situation. You can't be dumb. I never teach you to run. I breed and raise a warrior defending the faith at all costs. That's the story of a priest in the UPK. Most niggas don't have the heart to live and thrive through our day to day. One West is the only way. You have to bury me a priest like my fathers. I can see it any other way to dumb it down just to say the least. We won't look cowards in our cabin. We will never break that kind of peace. Our Lord is no G and you can bet on that. We stand firm and never free. My brothers got my back. One nation that built a brotherhood. And understand we despise all your lies. You feeling from it, bitch. We wish you were feeling from it. Then bitch, you never really war till you been in war with a real priest. Don't get it twisted, call you urban sheep. Our God's a man of war. And when we go to war, we undefeated. If you feeling from it, then bitch, you never really war till you been in war with a real priest. Don't get it twisted, call you urban sheep. Our God's a man of war. And when we go to war, we undefeated. Strapped up and booted up. Oh yeah, you need more backup to compete at us. So prepare. 144 rebel giving command. Social mind giving corral by my nigga. Somebody about to die. Always remember Dr. Tucker. And look out to this area, beating by it, talking bitches hate. The dreams of God was to see it all over faces. Woe to your religions and to all of the nation. Christianity, Islam, and Korean mixing. Scientology, Egyptology, all we faking. Killing your philosophies, your doctrine of religion. Turning niggas in for some chicken, nigga never snitching. I breed it different, we've been brave warriors. I'm mission efficient, together warriors. So be puffed up and get fucked up all the same. You decided to cross the line and found out it wasn't no game. If you're feeling from it, then bitch sleep. You never really war till you been in war with a real priest. Don't get it twisted, call you heard with sheep. I'm God's a man of war, and when we go to war, we undefeated. If you're feeling from it, then bitch sleep. You never really war till you been in war with a real priest. Don't get it twisted, cause you heard with sheep. I'm God's a man of war, and when we go to war, we undefeated.
Niggas payback for every crack of the elbow with the slave back. For the poor people in the church watching the pastor push them way back. For the watered down doctrine, this shit washed up like Ajax. Cause major pain like damn away with a bulletproof and I stay scratch. Don't call the truth a lie. You a coon nigga to say that. Make the clown and move around fan, cause bitch screw me don't play that. And I'm not there for your enemy, cause I'm pro-black and I'm stating facts up. Is it cause I'm in the UPK with them hood niggas is safe at? I know you want me to straight jacket and chain up. Went through biological warfare, I didn't fuck my brain up. Surrounded by all these real niggas, you ask me what I changed for. And why I got no love for the oppressor who detained us. You don't see them same niggas was gang members and clutching blocks on the block. Found the truth and found the spit the fucking stop. When you get that light in you gon' get that fight in you. Waiting on them chariots, cause I'm trying to take flight in them. One way.
You feeling from it, then bitch sleep. You never really war till you been in war with a real priest. Don't get it twisted, call you heard with sheep. I'm God's a man of war, and when we go to war, we undefeated. If you feeling from it, then bitch sleep. You never really war till you been in war with a real priest. Don't get it twisted, call you heard with sheep. I'm God's a man of war, and when we go to war, we undefeated.
It's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We're talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? We're talking about primo.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere up and they wonder it's not me. It's beef, we shut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach you with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machine, you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'm a foe, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. It mocks me, I can show them high goals, try to stomach and stun light. It rain out the nose, then on the trip, all hands coming out the phone. Connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Pay for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink clothes, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy, it's like a free throw. Master the game too early, this bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game, you keep it lame, say bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in this name. We ain't the same, but the easy man, tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through fire, you can't change the lane, take your aim. Tell his brother he can try his best. Drive a car, name dancing, that's why I'm in the set. Lame for these niggas once again, and I ain't bring a sweat. Number one in everything I do, that's why I'm front left. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, I'm coming back from my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, handle it with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, if it's not this. I'm barking with a full bulldog, and it's not fit. They can see that my mind's sick. I don't write, I sign shit. I don't like it, then I'll switch. If I touch it, it's not good. I'll listen, I'm gossip. It ain't because my kids is built like 5'6", 5'7", it's my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another son. Head now, hey look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house nigga, we burn the crib. I'm ahead now, and I hope they can hit now. I don't care what niggas hit, nigga, I don't fear class. Fellas make it sound like raindrop, that's a quiet storm. Get the job done, nigga, you would get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walk in this bitch right for war, I'm in right form. I want these niggas to see flex, that's why I am armed. Shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through the shit so ever. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing
two and I'm not three. Best believe that I'm top three. Only thing is, I'm not two and I'm not three. Yeah. Hey, make me go again. Yo, I won West to the Nets. Yeah, fuck everything else. Big boot on my fringes. Gotta tell me the shit of the way how we change it. Everything signed and sealed. Gotta tell me the shit of the deal. Yeah. Big boot on my fringes. Gotta tell me the shit of the way how we change it. If I don't know you pick it, my youth be, I tell you no straight out. And I'm in business. Yeah, man, I move real heavy. 20 man, I jump out, a couple Chevy. Well, serious. Man, I look happy. Wrong move to not boy in a copy, them a waste, man. Them a talk about me, but end up here, man. After everything else, we still be a man. Got the truth be a talk, and the truth and the part be a slave, man. Yeah. The living is on fire. Everything up in the air like fire on fire. But I can't tell you how I am the dead soul and then have to rise in power. Liar, Sha'ala. This is what we are, my brothers and my sisters. We get caught off early. Big boot on my fringes. Tell her me say she really love all the changes. If I don't know you picking my youth, me I'm telling you straight out. I'm not my business. Yeah. Big boots on my braids, man. Yeah. Me not appreciate that. Special type of gun for this occasion. Hardcore. Can't keep on my right hand. Everything talking real. Tell her boy I come just show him no sweetness great. Him at trouble for real. I am not shot. Make conscience in that spirit. Rats and slits them don't get spirit. Yeah, taking the realness. Don't stop free out. When 200 million I make it a step out. Yeah, shutting up the shutting up those. I sit up, but as the soul reaper. The evil stay on. Yeah, well, I know what I said. And the truth though, I saw the thing over. Move. Big boot on my fringes. Gotta tell me this shit up the way how me change it. If I don't know you picking my youth, me I tell you no straight out. And I'm in business. Big boot on my fringes. Big boot on my fringes. Boot on my fringes. Yeah, I'm told. One West and nothing else.
Someone who's a crypto or blood or a drug addict in the street, they don't know anything about the Bible or God. They're cold. Then it's us. In the UPK,
Hey, shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yashar, Baruch to the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Latham, Hashem Yashar. Priest Officer Dawah Bar coming to you once again. This is the ISUPK Lashawan Qadash, ISUPK Lashawan Qadash. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the truth according to the Bible, according to the scriptures. For our brothers and sisters that are lost and completely, you know what I'm saying, destroyed, of course, though. There's many of us, you know what I'm saying, who get caught up and all this superficial, you know what I'm saying, vain promises, of course, though. But what we should do, of course, though, is set our hearts, you know what I'm saying, set our focus, you know what I'm saying, to be on the same page. Part of that deals with the Hebrew, the alphabet, the Lashawan Qadash. We go over it week in and week out, of course, though. Practice, practice, practice. I'm going to put some words on the board, of course, though. It's going to be in the Hebrew. You should test yourself to see exactly, I'm saying, where you are at, right? When we go over the Sabbath service, though, if you have not tapped into the tools and resources, man, the tools and resources, the Tanakh, right? The Tanakh is definitely something in which that, you know, you should be utilizing. Like we go over during the Sabbath service, we go over the different chapters, starting, you know what I'm saying, with Genesis. We'll go through all of the, you know what I'm saying, the Old Testament till we're done. We'll start over. Because there'll be more brothers, more sisters, you know what I'm saying, who need to get this information, who needs to get this knowledge, of course, though. All right? Like I see cats out here, you know what I'm saying, they try to learn all about cryptocurrency. They try to learn about, you know what I'm saying, everything else, though, that is not going to last. General Hyman, you know what I'm saying, was breaking it down last night, though. There's going to be a new order that's going to be set up and established. A new order set up and established. So that order that's going to be set up and established is going to be the leadership of our people. And we're going to speak the Hebrew. We're going to do the Lashawan Qadash. We're not going to be out here saying, Bob had a baby, it's a boy. That's not going to be us. You remember those long distance phone calls? Just like telephone booths. There was a time period, you know what I'm saying, where they had telephone booths. You need to make a call. You had a quarter, of course, so you go, drop a quarter, you make a phone call. You had maybe about 2 minutes, I don't know. 2 minutes, of course, though, for one quarter. You put 2 quarters in, you know what I'm saying? You can add a dime, you can add a nickel, of course, though. It added more time, of course, though. That technology, you know what I'm saying, has expanded to, you know, well, it's more or less obsolete. They don't have telephone booths around anymore. They have home phones. They have home cell phones where you can have your landline, you know what I'm saying, connected to, you know what I'm saying, your cell phone. So you pick up the phone, you walking down the street, you at your slave. Hey, shalom, hey, shalom, sis. You know, what can I do for you? What do you need? Right? But we should be, you know what I'm saying, getting away from, you know, this obsolete society that is not going to exist. That is not going, there's going to, as the journal is breaking down, there's going to be a new law established. What law will that be? What order will that be? We'll be in a point and position in which that we have no choice but to keep the law. We have no choice but to learn and speak the Hebrew. Why? Because we would be, you know what I'm saying, in fear for what? Being put to death. What exactly is that, man? You break the law because you wanted to go have sex with another man's woman. Mm-hmm. You want to go out and rape and molest somebody, you're going to, you know what I'm saying, you're going to pay the cost. You're going to pay the price. You're going to be made an example, not privately, publicly. Everyone will know not to do what you did, not to follow in your footsteps, right? That will be a time in which that we will turn back to follow in the footsteps of our fathers, our forefathers, those that came before us. Understand? So, Salakia. Just get this real quick. Going to switch over the screen. All right. So we didn't even get into the alphabet. We just jumped right into the Hebrew. Right into the Hebrew. All right. I'm hoping that we got at least one brother, one sister out there, you know what I'm saying, who's willing to give it a shot, who's willing to give it a try. All right. So, all right. There's something about each one of these words, each one of these characters that you see on the board, of course. There's a few things that you could have noticed and should have noticed, you know what I'm saying, about each of these words. Like you read it, each one. The first thing, the first part to approaching translating any of these words is to do what? first thing that each and every one should do is simply just translate. Ba. Ra. Ah. Sha. Ya. Da. First step, translate. So each one of these, now you have Sha, Ma, Wa, Da. Wa, Ya, Qua, Ra, Ah.
You hit it with the camera.
It's like it.
You have pumped the camera. So I was just checking to see if it was good with it.
That's the one.
Wow.
Okay. Cool. So each word, each character. So you have the Ba, Ra, Ah, Sha, Ya, Tha, Sha, Ma, Wa, Tha, Wa, Ya, Qua, Ra, Sha. Ah. Ba, Ma, Da, Ba, Ra. Da, Ba, Ra, Ya, Ma. But as you see how they're written, Bara'ah Shayath. Bara'ah Shayath, which indicates connector. Shamawath. Shamawath or Shamawatha. This would be connector. Waya Quara'a. Waya Quara'a. Bamada Mara. Bamada Bar. Bamada Bar. Dabara Yama. Dabarium. Dabarium. This is what we should realize. And we should do this with each time, you know what I'm saying, we're going over the Hebrew. See if you know what I'm saying, you start to recognize any particular patterns. looking at right now, we are looking at the Torah. All right. So which, like saying, but. And, right? Translation. Rai Shayath. Rai Shayath. Anybody want to take a guess? Rai Shayath. Bara Shayath. Anybody want to take a guess what that means? What that is? What that translates into? So Genesis first beginning. So in the beginning, it's strong H7225, I believe. Strong H7225. So think about like this, right? I'm gonna just give y'all something else to think about. No, it's probably like a bit. All right, I just gave you both of these, sort of. I took the ba, all right, to give you a little bit more of this. So N, the Bahasham, Bahashem. So in the name, Shem or Sham is the name. Shama. What we see here is a similar ending, but we have the root. So like the names, so that's the preposition and So, you know, beginning was what? In Genesis, that's where, you know, Adam, you know what I'm saying, was basically given the breath of life. So the truth. The Exodus, right, is when we left. We left, of course, though. So it's like we went out of Exodus. The names of the children of Israel left. It grew. So now we are not like the Egyptians. We are the Israelites, of course. Then Leviticus. What is Leviticus for? What is it known for? Leviticus is the law. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, right? So what we have here is the law. Moses did what? He gave the law to the people. He called out, cried out. This is Strong's H. Strong's H. Seven one two two. Sorry, 7121. Slovakia. This is how the other nations go about it.
Strong's H is 7121. Kara. Kara.
Numbers. Horse. So, Madabar. Deuteronomy is known for what? See this a lot. The bar, speak, so Moses, this is where instruction was given, right? This is where we were told what we should, what we shouldn't do, how we should go about warning people, speaking to the who? The children of Israel. Why? Because we are going to do what? We're going to keep the law. We're not going to keep the law. We're going to follow scriptures. We're not going to follow scriptures. If we keep the law or follow the scriptures, we're good. But someone has to let the people know what's going on. Moses, with the elders of Israel, spoke to the people, taught the people. Hey man, listen. If we don't listen to the Most High, if we don't follow the law, statutes after that, after we left what? Egypt? If we don't do that, what's going to happen to us? What will become of us? That's the question. It's a lot here. If you look at us today, what state are we in? How are we as a people? We are jammed up, right? We on drugs. Our families are destroyed. We're completely devastated. We're going to another group of people for all types of help and assistance. We're not standing up, you know what I'm saying, and being the sons of Israel as we are supposed to be. Yasha Allah, which is what? Prince of the power. All right. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that jog memories just a little bit when it comes down to the scriptures of the alphabet. All right. First character that I wrote on the board. First character I put on the board. What did I write? Top row, far right. What is that first character I wrote up on the board? Check online. So just in case if you were wondering, no, one did not make a mistake. He did not make a mistake. What I gave you was the entire alphabet. Not in the usual order that you always get it though. Like everybody can go Abba, Gada, Hawa, Zaka. Everybody can do that. But can you look at this and say Sa, I, Pa, Ka, Za, Wa, Ka, Ya, La, Da, Ga, Ba, and Ah? Can you do that? Yeah, it's to mix it up a little bit. You should be able to see it correctly. You should see the incorrect items and make the corrections. If I left something out, you should be able to be like, oh yeah, he left that out. I've done that before. I've done it before where things were left out. Just a random pop. Yeah. So if we were to go in order, in reverse, we started here. Stop. That's shot. Once again, this is backwards. Literally writing the alphabet backwards. It's like going ZYX all the way to CBA. Right? That's what it is. So we wrote, we got Da, we got Sha, we got Ra, Qua, we got Taza, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, I, Sa, Na, Ma, make sure. That way y'all don't get that confused. So the reasons why I did this way, I did it this way specifically, because I don't want. Yes, we should go. Abaga, Dahawa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Kala, Mana, Sa, Ipa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ta. If you do not have a Hebrew alphabet, you need to send an email to ISUPK Syracuse. ISUPK Slocky. I was right, going backwards like I'm doing the Hebrew still. ISUPK Syracuse at gmail.com. All right, send an email to ISUPK Syracuse at gmail.com. We'll make sure, you know what I'm saying, you get the. This is the alphabet chart. Okay.
Slovakia. When you get the time, if you can you look up a word for me? Burning.
Burning?
Yes.
God. So, we can go right to the scriptures, of course. Burn, right? What is that? Proverbs chapter 6, verse 15. Proverbs 6 and 15. There's a burning fire. In the lips.
I was looking for the one, I don't know if it's the same. Leviticus 6 and 9.
Come, you hear that?
It's like burning on an altar.
A burnt offering. That should be. Ilaha. All right, so those of you who don't have the chart real quick, so like we're gonna look this up. But before I do that, make sure I put this on the board so y'all can do it correctly. I don't want y'all to talk about some one who's teaching. So if you have this, a, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, qua, ra, sha, and tha. That is the alphabet, start to finish. Just so, drive that point home. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la. All right, that's your alphabet, of course, though. So, Leviticus chapter 6 and 9, right? 6 and 9. That brings us to H. Which is Ilaha. Ilaha. It's a whole burnt offering, right? Ascent, stairway, steeps. So in this case, this is burnt. It's like a burnt offering. Hey, Most High in Christ, I see you actually made the attempt though. So let me just go through this though. You had the Tha, Sha, Ra, Qua, Taza, Ha. Now I am a little confused because I see that's I. Okay, I. You got Sa, Na, Ma, La, Ka, Ya, Ta, Ka, Za, Wa, Ha, Da, Ga, Ba, and Ah. I ain't gonna lie, definitely confused me a little bit at the end though, but that is that is definitely it. Most High in Christ, you definitely, I'm saying, I know you are studying the Hebrew, I'm saying, big ups, I'm saying, to you for doing that, and even attempting it, of course, though. What I would just say is give a space. Give a space so when you do, if you're going to write and type it in, do something like this. If was tedious. All right. So you see how it's da, sha, ra, kwa, taza. That those separations is just so that everybody, you know what I'm saying, and they won't read it as in you're writing da, sha, kwa, da, sha, ra, kwa, taza, ha, isa, na, ma. You're not reading a word like that, but it's da, sha, ra, kwa, taza. All right. Everybody else should be able to follow that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward though. But the water, you know what I'm saying, to you for doing that, of course, stepping up to the plate. All right. So here we are. This is Leviticus chapter 6, verse 9. Right? Listen, Doc, I saw you do, you know what I'm saying, the alphabet though, but you dare try to, you know what I'm saying, translate this? This is the Assyrian Hebrew though, but it is something that you will have to get and you will have to know. So, Tazawa, Ath, Aha, Rawa, Ra'ath, Bana Yawa, Lama, Lamar, Za'ath, Dawa, Rath, Ha'ila, Ha, Haya, it's like Hawa, Ah, Ha'ila, Ha, Al, Mawakwada, Ha, Al, Hamaza, Bath, oh, Baka. It's like, yeah, I said that wrong. Hamaza, Bak, Hamaza, Bak, Kal, Halaya, Laha, Aid, Habakwara, Wa'ash, Hama, Zabak, Dara, Slaki, where is that? Dara Quad, but what? All right. So, Cap was asking about Leviticus 6 and 9. Was there something specific, sir?
I think it says burning. Having to go down.
Okay, so burning, right? Okay, here we go. Your quad. So you see how I just identified these two same. I saw here, which is double quad. And then I scroll over here, I also see deburning, right? Deburning. So if I was to click here, this should be burn or burning. Let's see. All right, so this right here, I believe we will see this one as into what we're looking at is your quad, I would assume that that Yiddish joint would be Yakad, Yakad. Let's see.
Strong's H 3344. Yakad. Yakad.
All right. Strong's H 3344. Burning. It is the third definition, the form of it, burning. So, what that would be, let's switch the screen real quick so y'all can see. This is H5344. You got your CAD or your quad, to burn or burning. All right. So y'all see this one right here? Tazarabath. So we just did a quick translation. The ta, the ra, the ba, the da. So Tazarabath. Tazarabath. Now there's a difference between Tazarabath, which is Strong's H66. It's like a Strong's H6867, and then you got Strong's H334. All right, you see the difference? This one here is a burning, as in pertaining to an altar. This burning here, it is not a pleasant burning. It is not a pleasant burning. So a scab, a scar of a scar of a sore, burning or scorching. You ever see, you know what I'm saying, like people who used to smoke, you see how their lips, you know what I'm saying, turn that dark crisp color? Their lips, you know what I'm saying, start to change color. Why? Because there is a burning. Right? There is a burning. It scabs, it scars the tissue. It also creates, you know what I'm saying, like to your lungs. Like that burning that's there, it's like a fire in your chest. You take a hit of that joint, you know what I'm saying, the next thing you know it, ooh, you just, you know what I'm saying, killed more of your cells, your areoli. I think that's the areoli.
No.
It's like it. It's the.
What'd you say?
The little tiny. It's the plural form for saying
Nuclei?
not nuclei.
It's areola. It's areolas. Areolas. That's on a woman's breast.
Okay. There we go. Maybe I just had the wrong word altogether.
Oh, the lymph nodes inside your lungs?
God. Alveoli. Alveoli. It's ALVEOLI. Slovakia. Those, you know what I'm saying, who, y'all understand. These little, they will burst. Right? They will burst. They will pop. When they go, it's a bad thing for you. So there is a burning that happens because you start to destroy. You know what I'm saying, you start to destroy your lungs, and it starts between your esophagus, comes, you know what I'm saying, into as they say, your trachea, which is your windpipe. There you go. How lung cancer develops. They just want to give you that information, don't they? Primary purpose of our lungs is to bring oxygen to the body, and push carbon dioxide, which forms as a waste product of the body cells out. When you can no longer, that's another thing too though. I don't understand, you know what I'm saying, why people want to go out here and smoke weed and do all this nonsense when it's already tough enough, you know what I'm saying, for us to breathe in the first place. The quality of air that we have is subpar. Okay, Khan, it's like you no sweat, no sweat. You said you were trying to finish. Which one specifically was it? Was it the Are you referring to the Leviticus one? Khan, I see. You're referring to Leviticus. There. So the Blue Letter Bible is a resource. It's a tool that you can use. If you do not, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have the Tanakh, right? If you don't have the Torah, which is the first 5 books of the Bible, give you a few moments, you know what I'm saying, to finish that. In the meantime, put a few things on the board. Actually, this is what I'll do real quick. I will give you a quick translation, which is going to be left to right. So in this case, because I'll, So what you had, what it should, what that should have been, is this. All right. So Tazawa. Tazawa, you know what I'm saying? It's not Tazana, it's Tazawa. So the one thing to realize is that the na looks very similar to the wa. All right. So most I encourage, you know what I'm saying, for you even making that attempt. So when you look on the board, but yeah, that's Tazawa, not Tazana. All right. And this is something that you get, you know what I'm saying, through repetition of practice, you know what I'm saying, trying it. Let's see. You said Tazawa. The second one would have been Af. So in this particular case, it's going to be the Ah drop. So it's Ah, right? Not a Ka, but Ah. Now, yes, this word should go all together. It should go all together, though. So I'm going to switch the board real quick so y'all can see exactly what I'm referring to. So this right here, this is the Wa. So Taza Wa. This is a Na. This right here is a Na. You see the difference between the Wa and the Na? The Na is at the end and it drops well below. So when you see that Wa that ends at the same level as everything else, though, you know it's not a Na, it's a Wa. Now this is kind of like one word, but the way that it pronounced, so it's Tazawa Ath. Tazawa Ath. So it's supposed to be Ath Aha Run. Aha Run. So Ath Aha Run. It's kind of supposed to be like one phrase more or less, though. This could be like it's a, as they say, particles of speech, whatever. But Tazawa Ath Aharan Wa'ath. So the Wa'ah. So Wa'ath. So instead of it just being Ath, it's now Wa'ath, which is and. So and his sons. And his sons. So whose sons? This is referring to Aaron. This is referring to Aaron. So Aharon and sons. So possessive is the Y, I believe, at the end of this. So it's Ban, which is referring to son. So Bana Yawa. So it is now referring to his son. So Aharon, Wa'ath, Banyawa, La'amar. So let's see what you got. I see Ahalawa. All right. I mean, it's just going to be more practice, which is cool. So also think about it like this too. If you're going to say a word, you can do the word as in la, la, La Amar. So so as I write this, it's La Amar. La Amar because that's together. So these are things that you want to kind of get the practice of saying. So La Amar. So we know Amar. So he was told to say something to his sons. So Aaron and his sons. So La Amar is there. And then the next word or phrase is Za. Za'ath. Za'ath. So Ath. So even if you were to do like this, so La Amar Za'ath. La Amar Za'ath. So the separation, the breakdown between the two separate words is just a space. All right. So yeah, just practice that more, of course, though. But what I want to finish the class out with real quick, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 words on the board. One. Akkad, Shanya. Shalash. Arabai. So when you do push-ups, right? I want you to try doing it like this. I want you to give it a try, just doing it in Hebrew. Shanya, Slaki, Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash. You know how you do those stage push-ups, right? Where they be like down, Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, back up to the top. Do that. I guarantee, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be doing these Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash. Like you speaking just regular English, like the way I'm talking to you right now. Understand? So this is just practice, repetition, implementing these little steps. So also, if you notice too, this is what I did to try to give you some pointers. Notice. So when you look at it, it's a, ka, right? And the da. So, a, ka, da. However, because this is connected, put it as one word. Same thing. Shun, right? Shanya. Oh, slack it. Shalash. Arabai. So you see the ah. And then here is a space. Ah, space. Ra, space. Bai. Arabai. Same thing. Kamash. So it's not kamasha, it's kamash. All right. Put these in practice. Right. So you can just do these basic ones for now, and then you can move up to shasha, shabai, shamawana. All right. That's 6, 7, and 8. The shy, and then Aishara, which y'all should already know by now. 10% of every penny of any increase, my Aishara. All right. So hopefully that, you know what I'm saying, that helped y'all, of course, with the Hebrew. If anybody has any additional, questions, go ahead and just let us know. But with that, go ahead and pass the class over to Priest and Captain Azaniah. Let's clap it up. Anyway.
Put that camera on the show. All right, security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commanding General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. We have rules in here. It's not like the Christian church or the Muslim mosque or a club or fraternity, sorority. This is absolutely in the spirit of the Most High, so there are rules, okay, to keep order. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Okay, upcoming holy convocations. We are still in the Feast of First Fruits. Okay, all right. Also, July 21st through the 24th. Okay, July 21st through the 24th. The Midwest Fire Weekend. Okay, in Chicago. A lot of events I think are going to be planned out Already have Genoma Hyman lined up for the Thursday night class. I think the cookout is going to be that Sunday on the 24th. Okay, all right, but don't hold me to it. All right, but I think that's how it's going to be mapped out. All right, and now we are in the time period, the season for cookouts. So you want to prep yourself, and usually we have the Chicago first, Midwest Fire Weekend, July. New York is usually headquarters, August. I know Houston is October. Las Vegas is November.
And then December is usually Florida.
Okay. All right. So November, Vegas, December should be Florida. All right. Okay. But we get up more information as time goes by. Okay. Okay. All right. Akiem and Aquafium, you can check the bulletin board. Okay, we have our bulletin board here with the calendar. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, black boots, black shirt, black pants, black headband, black scarf. Okay. And with that, Israel, stand, I imagine. Okay, we'll go ahead and salute the brothers. All right. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Barak Thumb. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Thumb. Okay. All right. So we're going to turn, face the sisters. Okay. Now this is the time we ask the sisters to stand. Okay. There's no sisters in the class. However, we'll go ahead and continue with the salute for the teaching purposes. All right. So men of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Shema Alathah Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay. As a matah, and with that, class dismissed.